Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Interior Design with Rae, bringing you tips and tutorials for your home renovation journey. So today I'm going to show you this completed 4-room resale HDB apartment in Wellington Circle. My client has already moved in for about 2 months already, so today he made some time for me to film this for you guys. So I hope you guys can watch throughout the whole video. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a look now. Okay, so let's start with the main entrance. At the main entrance, from my previous video, I already explained how I finish up the DB, the cover for the DB. Okay, so this is a tic-tac panel. The reason is because of the recessed DB, which is the original one. Okay, so what you just need to do is just to do a flat panel and conceal everything. And there's a divider here. This divider actually helps to give more privacy to my client here. The main door is actually directly facing the sofa or the living room. And this is finished in fluted glass. Okay, so another word for fluted glass is whipped glass. Okay, so there's a different thickness and also different width of the fluted pattern. Okay, so you just have to specify which type. Okay, for this is about, the difference is about 10 mm. The width is about 10 mm width, so it will give a more 3D look and a bit more blurry look. And so this divider doesn't go all the way to the floor. There's a LED strip you can see at the bottom, and also there's one LED strip at the top, and then there's this frame that goes all the way to connect to the kitchen door, and lots of storage over here. So over on the right hand side is the shoe cabinet. It's next to the main door. So there's a small niche here, or nook, for my client to put his keys. So this is the entrance to the kitchen, and same thing, I'm also using the same fluted glass panel. So this storage cabinet stretches all the way until here. Okay, and this is not a storage cabinet, but it's a flush fitted door towards the bedrooms. Okay, so there are 2 bedrooms. One is the master, the sleeping area. The other one is my client's studio. So he's doing some craft work inside this room. Later I'll just show you. So as you can see, the feature wall stretches all the way from the entrance all the way until the TV feature wall. Okay, so they are all joined together. So all these are paneling. From my previous video, I also show you how my carpenter constructed this feature wall. Okay, so the top and the bottom, there's this LED strip. At the bottom there's LED strip. Maybe I can turn it on. Okay, so you can see here, LED strip stretches all the way from the main entrance to the below of the suspended TV console. Okay, so same thing, my previous video, if you watch part 3, I've explained how I connect the LED strip all the way towards the TV console. And if you look at this divider, there's a cutout. So this is more like a design intent, so that this right hand side frame doesn't look too thick, and then it doesn't go up all the way to the ceiling. So I actually dropped a false ceiling here, which is to flush with the beam. Right, a lot of homeowners might be wondering, will it be too low? Actually, it's not, because this is just a passageway, so you won't be sitting at this location. And it also helps to conceal your blower or fan coil. Okay, so you can see that the false ceiling is actually the same drop as the beam. Of course, you can add a cove light inside, and that will actually bright up the entire living space. You might be wondering, where is the dining? So there's no dining here. Alright, my client doesn't need a dining, which freed up the space. Without the dining, it freed up the space, so it looks more spacious. So over here is actually a guest room cum a study. So I've designed this 3-panel fluted glass soft closing panel door. So that is to conceal the guest room or the study room when not in use, I'm still using the same fluted glass panel. So this is soft opening and soft closing. So by the side here is just a set of wardrobe. Okay, so let's move on to the studio. So as you can see from the outside here, right, the wall has been hacked away. I've reconfigured the layout, and I've made this into a set of drawer. And this center is actually the door towards the studio. Okay, so you can see that he has a lot of sewing machine for his staff. Okay, and it's also a flush fitted door, so it will close quite slowly and gently. So I just want to show you what is engineered wood flooring. So this is engineered wood flooring. Okay, and the material is oak. It's not a solid piece of oak. I mean, it's about 5 mm thick on the surface. Right, the top layer is about 5 mm thick solid oak, and then bottom, as I showed before my previous video, is actually a plywood. Okay, so the total thickness is about 24-25 mm, and it's very important that you flush with your existing flooring. So this is the existing marble flooring left previously by the owner, so I got it polished and I make sure that they are flush. So same thing for here. Of course, my tiler has to trim off very straight so that the edges join nicely. Okay, so this is important. You would have to tell your tiler about this. Okay, let's come inside the bathroom. Okay, so for the bathroom, there's also a vanity area and a shower area. So at the shower area, basically is the WC and a shower. Okay, so I've segregated this with a shower screen. Okay, let's go towards the kitchen. So as you can see, the kitchen door has got no handles, right? Basically, you don't need a handle because you can actually push the door open at the frame here. Okay, and then you will just soft close or soft open. So the kitchen is quite straightforward, right? The fridge is here, built-in oven, lots of full height cabinet. There's a row of wall mount cabinet and the base cabinet. Okay, and then the far end is the washing machine. Okay, so this is using a compact glass top and backsplash. Okay, and also this is under mount sink. And of course the backsplash continues all the way. So I added some LED up truss light to illuminate this area here. So the kitchen is actually quite straightforward, right? Nothing fanciful. It's just that I repeated the wood laminate from the living. Also, I use it at the kitchen. So I hope you have enjoyed this video today, and I also hope that you have learned some tips in today's video. So remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and of course like this video. I'll see you soon in my next video.